Well, we certainly didn't see this coming.
Well, what did he expect? Getting in the ring with the two of them all by himself.
Not again! This isn't... Wait, what's this?
Oh my gosh! It's Mick Foley! And is he ever cleaning house?
And just in the nick of time. What a save!
Yeah, I don't think this is over, JR. Not by a long shot.
I hope you're doing okay after what happened on Raw. Sorry I couldn't get down there any faster, but I'm working with one good wheel these days. Anyway, I really appreciate everything you're doing, and I hope you kick the hell out of Rowdy Roddy Piper and Bam Bam Bigelow this week on Smackdown. Well, it looks like things between you and Roddy Piper are really heating up. I mean, I've got to say, when this first started, I was glad to see that you were standing up for Mick Foley, and having seen the response from the WWE fans, I'm glad that we've got a reason for the rivalry to continue. So I've taken the liberty of finding you a partner in making a tag team match between you and them tonight on SmackDown. Good luck.
It looks like this rivalry isn't over, Taz. If anything, even more superstars are being drawn into it.
I'm glad to see it. This thing started on SmackDown, and I hope it ends right here on SmackDown.
Sickening the way these two have basically undermined their own legacies with their despicable behavior these last couple of weeks.
Well, that's your opinion. Remember, these old school guys made their legacies doing stuff like that. Besides, these guys are getting up there in the years, and they're trying to do, extend their careers. You can't blame them for that, right? Well, maybe you can,
A big Southern California welcome to all our SmackDown fans. I'm Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside in San Diego.
Big shout out to all our great fans in the 619 area code here. I love San Diego, baby.
No kidding, partner. San Diego couldn't be more excited for SmackDown action, and we couldn't be more excited to be here.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. Anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
This This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to...
What a submission maneuver! You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you can cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in act. He anticipated that move perfectly. Great reversal.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like, the tag is made.
Looks like they got the tag, Cole. There's the reversal, Cole. These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about company.
The tag's been made and his partner's coming in. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. You never know when something huge is going to go down.
Matt Hardy says that he will not die, and we're seeing that determination here tonight. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
There is no doubt that Batista made a hell of an impact on Raw, Cole. But now that he doesn't have Triple H or Ric Flair watch this back, I think his days might be numbered.
Batista has taken the best that his former Evolution teammates have had to offer, and he's always come out on top. I don't think that's going to change. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar. He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Look at the fans, Cole. They know what he's up to.
Oh, my God. What a Batista bomb. think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked in the Taz mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Oh, did you see that? He busted him wide open.
After that last shot, I'm not surprised. I hope the referee doesn't let this go on too much longer.
I don't get it. What, are you nuts or what? This match is just starting to get good now.
Batista bomb! My God! I think he might have knocked his opponent out cold with that one. He saw that one coming.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
Well, what about picking your spot?
I think his opponent's out of it.
Well, if he wasn't before, he is now. What a twist of fate. Regardless of how you personally feel about Matt Hardy, you've got to respect his drive, his energy, and his passion for this business.
Yeah, but that'll only take you so far. See, this is something you don't understand because you've never been in the ring, never done nothing physical. You gotta have the physical skills to match that if you want to make it to the top of the mountain around here.
I hope you're not implying that Hardy doesn't have what it takes to get it done in the ring, Taz.
I'm not saying that at all.
He's looking to finish this off right here.
And that could do it, honey. Twist of fate. I gotta tell you, all three of these guys seem to have a problem figuring out what the bell at the end of the match means.
Look at this! He's running with his tail between his legs! A mark.
I hate to say it, Cole, but Bam Bam Bigelow had it coming.
Taz, I don't know if we've seen the end of this feud or just the latest chapter in it.
Well, I'll tell you, as long as Hot Rod is still running around out there, I'd say it ain't over yet.
To say, King, the Rowdy one doesn't look so tough without Bam Bam Bigelow at his side. And after his absence the past few weeks, I'm amazed he had the guts to come out here by himself.
Oh, don't worry about Piper, JR. He's plenty tough, all right, believe me. It never hurts to have backup, but if there's one man who doesn't need it, it's Rowdy Roddy Piper.
This match tonight should settle the score with Rowdy Roddy Piper, and it just seems a little more special knowing that Mick Foley is sitting front and center here on Raw to see it in person.
Yeah, that's right. I saw Mick Foley coming in earlier tonight, hobbling in on crutches, escorted by an usher. How embarrassing. He should have just stayed home.
And missed the chance to see this superstar tear the man apart who left him in that condition? I don't think so, King. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is live tonight from St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
These Minnesota fans have been waiting a long time to see the Raw superstars in action, and I know they're not going to be disappointed.
They certainly won't, King. The Twin Cities are never going to forget the day Raw came to town. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old school rap. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline up.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
Understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone but...
Uh-oh! Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
That went nowhere.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here?
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead,
If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
there better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on there.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get me.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
There's the reversal.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that...
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. This is it. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, but remember, a rat is never more dangerous than when he's cornered.
Calling Piper a rat is an insult to rodents. Will you look at this?
It's Mick Foley!
My God! Mick Foley just cold-cocked him with that crutch.
I don't believe it! They were working together the whole time!
And Mick Foley was clearly feigning his own injuries. He duped us all. But why are these two united? And what does this mean for the WWE?
Well, it looks like you've gotten yourself in quite a situation. It looks like this is the final showdown, which is too bad, really, because our ratings could be better. But if this has to be the finale, I've decided to make it a grand one. Tonight, you'll be settling this old school grudge the old school way in a steel cage match.